You want to tell me it right here? Have a seat, and I'll sit across from you, and you can.
I need shade.
Well, is there not enough shade?
No.
Don't sit on that because it's the hottest thing in the park.
Look at the
So when I was with the kids, one of them said, "No, it's not," and he sat on it and he burned his tookie.
Oh, good. And did you get that? And we said, "Oh, who would be dumb enough to stick their hand in the cage with a lion?" Well, that would be me. And in my youth, when I traveled with the circus, the magician had a lion that he used in the trick where he turned his wife into a lion, a live wife into a lion. And we couldn't do the trick because he wasn't insured. But every day, this cat was in his truck, and we had to move the cat in a big cage that was on rollers, on wheels. We had to pull that cage out with the cat to unload his truck, all his tricks, onto the stage. So every day we saw this cat in the cage, and every day the cat got a little bigger. He got it when it was a little tiny cat, and he put a collar that was like a cable on the cat. And so anyway, the magician said to me, "If you are going to put your hand in the cage, you have to show the cat who the boss is. And don't let the cat grab your hand and pull you into the cage. So if you're going to put your hand in there, and he's coming with his paw like a dog, you have to meet his paw with strength. You can't let him win the battle of paw and hand. They kind of lock in with it. It's kind of a very rough paw with big, sharp talons. And you're kind of like this. And but I got on friendly terms with this cat. And who he didn't like was the groom. The magician had hired a young kid who he picked up on the road to help him take care of the cat. And the kid and the cat didn't get along. I think because the kid would tease the cat. And because the kid wasn't too smart. So now one day, we're in Utah, where evidently there are no laws, no insurance, no sheriff, nobody. We decide that we're going to do the trick. We're going to do the famous turning the wife into the lion trick. And so we decide we need to rehearse it. And so the magician goes to the grocery store and he buys a great big tray of raw turkey legs.
Okay.
Big old turkey legs. And evidently the cat really loved those turkey legs, which was a good thing. So what we would do is there's two cages. There's the cage that the cat is in, and there's the cage that is the trick. And there's doors. You push these cages together and you slide these doors open. And now the idea is to get the cat from the travel cage into the magic cage. And the way you do that is you take one of those raw turkey legs and you toss it where you want the cat to go. And in, the first case it's into the magic cage. And the cat goes right in and he eats that thing like it's a candy. Chomp, 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 chomp. Bone and everything disappears within seconds. Amazing to watch them eat this like this. So now we do the trick and we got to get the cat back into the travel cage. Push those cages together, open those doors, throw that turkey leg. He's on it. He's in the other cage. Well, you can't rehearse a trick one time like this and expect that it's going to work, so we rehearsed it about 3 times. And in the course of that cat ate 6 of those turkey legs.
Okay.
The show starts, and the cat trick is not until the end of the show. So the cat, and he's in his cage or backstage, and the trick is backstage. And now it comes time to get the whole thing set up to roll out. It's time for this finale. So we push those cages together backstage. It's pitch black. There's a curtain. There's us behind the curtain. In front of the curtain, there's a juggler, and then there's a band over here, and then a whole audience full of people that have no idea what we're doing backstage. So the magician, he pushes those cages together, and he opens those doors, tosses that turkey leg, and that cat, he was half asleep from all those turkey legs he'd already consumed. All that tryptophan had hit that cat, and it had no motivation now for another turkey leg. He didn't care. So the magician reached through the cage and clipped a leash onto that cat, and he pulled the cat. And when he did that, the cat freaked out and hit the side of the cage, and the cages separated with the doors open now. And I'm standing there, and the kid, I'm in my clown outfit. The kid, the groom, is standing next to me, and the magician is being dragged by this cat now backstage towards us. And he's coming for the groom. The cat sees his opportunity. Turkey leg's not such a good idea, but that son of a bitch right there. So the kid jumps on top of the cage. And when he does that, the cat now turns to me. I'm the only one standing there looking like a turkey leg. And the magician still has a hold of him, but the cat's at a very low center of gravity, and he's pulling this magician that weighs about 250 pounds by this leash behind him, right up to me. And the cat comes up to me, and I knew that I couldn't run because, they're like little cats. If you know cat behavior. If you turn and run, they're on you. That's the cat game. So I knew not to run, but I didn't really know what to do. And so he came right up to me, that cat, and he took a swing like this. And what I did was I just moved back out of the way enough that it went by me, like Muhammad Ali. And then back, and it confused the cat. And the magician then started yelling and pulling on this leash like crazy. And the cat turned and grabbed the magician by the foot. And luckily, this guy had on boots that went up to the knee. And he clamped down on this guy's foot and took him down and wouldn't let go. And the guy screaming, he's gonna break my leg, he's gonna break my And out of the darkness came one of the other circus performers with a rope and threw it over the cat's neck and got it off this magician, and we got him back in the cage. And we didn't do the trick then. That was enough. But that was how I almost got eaten by a cat. And I just shit. And they said, that's okay. That'd happen to anybody. Any of us, that would happen. He said, no, just now when I went.